1:10 to the second. Tucker launches it. It's good! It's good! Yes, it is possible to shoot with 1/10 of a second left.
This is a 3-minute game with no increment. I have the black pieces. This game ends with a checkmate with a 1/10 of a second left on the clock. That's the reason I decided to upload this game today. I don't know if all that much interesting really happens in the game, so I am showing it, but that's why I'm going through it so fast. Any game that ends with a checkmate with a 1/10 of a second left, I think that's interesting. High-level players or low-level like myself and my opponent. Another thing, one little thing that's kind of interesting about this game is we're completed 17 moves here, and you see at 17 moves, every single piece is still on the board. That's certainly unusual for my games at this low level, but I think you could tell me if I'm wrong, I think at any level to have all pieces on the board at 17 moves is kind of unusual. And then right there, my opponent makes the first big mistake of the game, and I'm up. And our clocks are very similar at this point, but when my opponent made that mistake and blundered that piece, and I realized I was, ahead in this game, I realized the only way I'm going to lose now is if I do some stupid blunder, which 800 players like myself do all the time. So I'm just totally focusing on not making some stupid blunder. And I accomplished that, as you'll see in this game. But making sure I don't blunder anything, I'm thinking way too long on every move, and I'm just getting further and further behind on the clock here. And that's what made me go from being equal on time to being a lot down on time. I'm just really concentrating on not blundering. I'm not really looking for good moves at this point in the game. I'm just looking to make sure every move is not a bad move, and I'm just using too much time for it. And you always hear, of course, with online chess, you always hear about mouse slips. I didn't have any mouse slips in this game. I don't know if my opponent did or not. Possibly that one blunder earlier on was a mouse slip. I don't know. But I had not a mouse slip. It's coming up here soon. A mouse not slip. Let me see. I think it's this move right here. Yeah, there we go. This move right here. I have 4.4 seconds on the clock, and I just need to move the queen from G2 to H2, and I don't know what happened. My mouse just stuck, like I couldn't move the piece. You see the clock go from 4.4 to 0.3 seconds on a move that I didn't think about. There was no thinking. I knew I was making this move before my opponent moved it. The mouse just stuck. I thought maybe I was going to lose the game on that turn right there, but somehow I got it to move with a 0.3 seconds on the clock, and then there's a checkmate with 0.1 seconds on the clock. I don't think I played that game super great, but any game that ends with a 1/10 of a second on the clock is interesting. So before I get out of here, just a quick look at the review, and kind of surprising being we're both very low-rated players. I don't know if we played this game very good, but it looks like we didn't play it very bad for low-rated players. Combined one blunder for both of us, and only 3 mistakes for 2 low-rated players in a game that went that many moves. So that seems like it's not too bad. Well, hope you found that game with a 1/10 of a second on the clock interesting. See ya.
Whoa, that was close.